Hi friends, my name is Great Emperor and I am back with a short motivational story. The title of the story is Few Years Back Life Was Better. So this is the story of one of my friends. He completed his masters in 2007 and he got an opportunity to go to US. At a very young age, it was like a dream come true for him. So he started his journey from Delhi to Amsterdam, Netherlands, from Amsterdam to Chicago. So as soon as he went to his room, he met with all the people, his roommates. So one of his roommates said that why you came now? Few years back life was better. Few years back United States was the healthiest economy in the world before 2001, before the World Trade Center incident. Now in 2007 it is recession, it's very tough. So he heard it but never took it seriously and started doing his job. For 2 years he was in United States and he earned good money, and due to some reasons he came back to India. And then again after few years in 2012 he got an opportunity to go to Dubai. So as soon as he went to his room from the airport, again a roommate told, why you came now in 2012? Dubai is in a very bad situation. The Sheikh has built this Burj Khalifa and the train, the driverless train. Now Dubai is in very bad situation. Why you came now? Few years back Dubai was much better. Again he heard it, he never took it seriously, and he earned whatever was in his destiny. Then after 2 years, due to some reasons, he came back to India. And again due to some reasons in 2015 he went to Qatar. And as soon as he went to his room from the airport, he kept his baggage and he himself told the roommate that I came at a wrong time. Few years back life was better. And the roommate was shocked. He was in awe that how this person knows that few years back life was better. Now it is very bad in Qatar, you cannot earn money. He told the same story. So the moral of the story is, life is better here and now. Few years back life was at its pace, but now is the best time, because I have watched a review of a Harvard University's professor stating that currently, economically and technologically, the world is at its best position. But still, I'm talking about 2019. But people are becoming negative day by day, and they are more pessimistic. They feel that now life is tough and it is very hard to survive, it is very hard to earn money, it is very difficult. But I say that life is awesome, life is best now, because nowadays technologically we are so advanced that we work from home and we have so many apps on our smartphones that we can order food and within few minutes the food is on our table. Life was really tough in 1940s and 50s. My dad used to tell me that they used to stand in a queue for hours to get handful of lentils and beans to eat, and they used to get one small bottle of kerosene oil and they used to stand in queue for hours and hours. So life was difficult at that time. They used to wait for a long time to watch a single car once in a week. Now life is much better. You can book a car, you can book a bike, and it will be there at your doorstep within few minutes. And there are so many awesome things to do in life. There are so many alternative ways to earn money. So, and money is not the only factor in life. It is important, but there are so many factors in life that are really important. Enjoy it to the fullest. And I completely acknowledge that from 2020, Corona has gripped the planet like anything, and many of us have lost their near and dear ones, and it is a grim situation for last 2 years. But again, we have to overcome it. We have to move on, and we have to focus on the positive things of life. Become less stressed and don't overburden yourself with unnecessary things. I have observed one thing: why rich people with a lot of wealth are also not peaceful. They go to people who are sages, people who don't have anything except a bowl to beg, but still they have peace of mind. So, the most important thing in this life is peace of mind. We need to and we have to be positive, because the world is full of negative emotions, negative people, toxic people. So we should start and be positive, and in that way we can be more happy and bring more happiness into this planet, and everybody will be happy. And my friend also told me that this is his observation, that people who are in countries that are so-called developing, like India, Pakistan, and some African countries, those people, they want to go to developed world, so-called Western world, to earn more money, to live a better life, better quality of life, and to secure their children's future. So they look for countries like US, Canada, UK, Australia, and people who are settled there, immigrants, especially immigrants who are settled there, they crave for their native countries. They say that back home we used to enjoy so many things. Especially if we talk about Hyderabadis, they say that they miss biryani, they miss that special cuisine, the taste, and they miss their relatives, they miss their native place. So I had another friend who used to be in America for some time, every 6 months, and he used to come back and he used to stay in India. He never used to be happy. Whenever he used to board a flight to America, he used to miss India, his relatives, his family, his native place, blah blah blah. And when he used to come back to India, he used to calculate that he is not earning money, he is not earning dollars. So one day I told that friend, you're not happy in America, you're not happy in India, where will you be happy? In Atlantic Ocean? And this is my another observation, that people in Western countries, they have achieved everything in life, but still they are not happy. They are not mentally satisfied. They have psychological problems. They have diseases like OCD because of loneliness, because they are not part of a social group. So they come to these Indian spiritual masters, spiritual gurus, and they are ready to shed their hard-earned money, the wealth they have earned in their lifetime, just to get that peace of mind, to attain that enlightenment. For those kind of people, there is a famous book, A Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, by Robin Sharma. He is a Canadian author and a very good motivational speaker. So I have read that book many times. And when we talk about books, my favorite is As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. During my MBA, I used to travel from my home to my university, and it was a journey of 20 minutes. I still remember when I first listened to that book as an audio file, it changed my life completely. The book talks about your mind as a farm and your thoughts as seeds. So if you sow positive seeds, you will get fruits. If you just leave it with negative thoughts, you will only get weeds. So whenever you get time, please read that book. That is one of the best motivational books available. When I used to watch cricket matches during my childhood, I used to remember the toughest opponent for India was Australia. And the commentator used to tell that talent is equal in both the teams, but the only thing that matters is the positivity of mind. Australia is much more positive than India. And recently there is a movie on 1983 World Cup triumph of India that talks about how Minnows won the World Cup. Nobody expected that. And I have observed one more thing, that people talk about positivity a lot, but internally they have negative thoughts. So we have to channelize it. We have to remove all those negative thoughts and put positive thoughts in our mind. That is the way of life, actually. So finally, the moral of the story is, time doesn't matter, place doesn't matter, situation doesn't matter. It's all about your state of mind. Being happy is your choice. Think whatever is the situation, this will also pass away. And with this motivational video, if at least one person will have a positive change in their life, I will say that the purpose of this video is accomplished. Till that time, stay safe, stay happy, and stay motivated. Bye bye.